Okay, I'm really leaving this time. Oh, hi. Oh my god, you're about to Scooby-Doo me. Incredible. The Tyrantrum come. Oh my god, Tara, please join in. Yes, let's go! Oh my god, yes. Julia. Stop. No, that was such a good use of both, like, this scene, Yakety Sax, the song. That was funny. I could have watched that all day. Hammer time. Got it. Nice. Anyway, so now I'm here. So let me get this straight. The chief was an imposter, the train was grounded in the desert, the red orb was stolen, the thief got away, it suffered head trauma, and an entire pocket of New World space was completely destroyed in an explosion so intense that tremors were felt throughout the entire desert and city. Yep, that about sums it up. In my defense, I was left unattended with Tara for more than 30 seconds. This is really going to put a damper on our relationship, isn't it? Okay, Juju as in a nickname for Julia. And I got it on like, damn. How did you even cause a chemical explosion in the New World with only a giant mallet, 4 dozen rubber ducks, and a half-eaten rare candy? Where the hell did you get all those rubber ducks? Trust me, you don't want to know. Yeah, I do. No, you don't. No, I don't. Julia, weren't you being evacuated to the recovery train anyway? How did you even get caught up in all this? Oh, it's simple. The guy in the officer hat said, "This way, please," so I just went the other way. But why? No, never mind. Forget it. It's not worth it. I saw you dip out and followed you. I would have gotten there sooner, but I tripped on a space rock and had to free fall for a while. I would have wanted to see that. We're just having a conversation and all of a sudden, just falling through the sky. Would have been great. Well, it's a good thing you did. If you hadn't, you would have just been caught in the damage too. You're all incredibly lucky that Sandy was able to recover you from the New World despite the destruction. Goodness, when Sandy is the responsible one, what does this come to? Hey, I'm super responsible. Responsible for a lot of problems, maybe. I've never caused a problem in my life. Me neither. I caused your mom problems last night, lol. Did we have to bring her back? Yeah. But why? Aw, shucks. Relationship points +1. Let's go. I ain't telling you secrets no more, though. My brain cells, oh no, sorry, my Brian cells, have officially left the building. Perished in the war. The fire. Whatever. The explosion? Yeah, that one. Disappeared into the atmosphere with one last hasta la vista. Just like my father. Sandy, would you like to play a game? Sure, I love games. Cover Tara's mouth. For each sentence you stop her from saying, I'll shred one of your incident reports. You got it. Wait, no, you can't. Arrgh. Isn't that just an abuse of power? Not if they're also digitized. They're what? Multi-sized. I said they're multi-sized. Kit, if you wouldn't mind, I will take custody of the blue orb again. We'll see it stored away safely here, since clearly sending it abroad is impractical. Thank you. However, I'm afraid you've been fooled again. For it is I, Corin Rouge. I'm kidding, of course. Don't worry, I'm quite myself. You better be kidding. That trick stood me up. Corin Rouge? You were gonna go on a date with Corin Rouge? If you were him, I'd knock all your lights out right here and now. Anyway, there's one more upside to all this. The Hoopa responsible for freeing Corin Rouge and stealing the orbs has been recovered. It was apparently rendered unconscious amidst the destruction as well. I'm sure you did your best despite everything. You're the obvious choice of owner to keep it out of it. I retrieve a Hoopa. Okay. Wait, what about me? Didn't you board that train with the intention of stealing the orbs? Yeah, question. What the fuck, guys? No. I suppose I'll have to write a report about that, too. Not if I shred it first. Wait, will you take the Hoopa? Yeah. Thank goodness. As always, you're a pillar of stability. Ow, she bit me. In a world that desperately needs one. Stop licking my hand! No. No. You should be on your way now. In the meantime, I have a few final words for the 3 Stoogettes over here. Isn't a Stoogette a kind of mushroom? No, but if they're similarly dangerous. They're similarly dangerous if handled poorly. Thank you, Kit. God, what the fuck? Just what the fuck? I was not expecting to ever get Tara back. We had a whole thing about how, like, she's tired of being the goofy one, and then she went back to being the I'm heading to the wrong place. She went back to being the goofy one. What was up with that? Anything that happened there. I did really like the mystery of the train, though. That was really cool. Sucks that all of them tried to steal things, but you know, whatever. Hey, girly pop. Hi, baby. Did you come to ask for a dance? Well, sorry, I'm taken by Chaos. Me and Chaos are the best. OTP, S+ support, baby. Thanks for helping me reunite us, by the way. I'm bored. You think Julia wants to blow stuff up later? Want to talk about it? How easily it is to forget ourselves here. How lovely that must be. You don't want to talk about it? Really? I thought for sure. Okay, how about Julia? Hiya. Oops, sorry for yelling. I'm in extra happy fun mood now because boomies. Not that I'm always the extra curious around, but explosions make everything better. Plus I gotta make a new friend. You know, it's kind of unfortunate though, that Corin guy ran off. I know, he was in big trouble with the police and he stood me up, and sure, he's kind of a notorious thief, but he was really cute. Girl, what the fuck? Not that I'd ever give him another chance after he stood me up, but you gotta admit, it would sure be an exciting relationship. It's too bad things with the other guy didn't work out. Do you remember his name? Julia, do you remember his name? Anywho, I'm sure you've got things to do, and I've got a 5th cup of coffee to get to. Enjoy your day. Anybody else who wants to talk? Anybody else who got caught up in these shenanigans? And how about you? The hero of the day, once again, I truly can't thank you enough. The train robbery was a volatile situation, and you handled it wonderfully. I suppose it's probably too much to hope for that Corin Rouge fellow has learned his lesson. But I believe I'll hope for it nonetheless. He seemed to have good intentions, after all. He just let things go a bit too far. And thankfully, no one was hurt. I wonder. We really should work on trying to figure out a solution to the water problem out in Train Town. Just another thing to look into, I suppose. Oh, but don't you worry about that, Kit. I'll let you know if there's anything you can do, but in the meantime, please, take care of yourself. And let's hope that little troublemaking Pokemon is through with that, too. We don't want things going missing around here. Enough things get lost as it is. Okay, are my Pokemon healed? They are. Good. Okay. Looking to see... Wonder if you want to say anything? Thanks for bringing oh god. Not the bang back together. Oh god. Let's just say our bartending friend was starting to get a little concerned about me and my intake volume before. Trying to run from the loneliness. Listen, you can't tell them I said this, right? I'll never hear the end of it. You did good, champ. Thanks. Unlike some people who didn't want to talk about it. Anyway, moving on. What do you have for me? Yikes. Hi again. So it turns out you're some kind of big shot celeb who saved the world or whatever. If I'd known that, I might have shown you a little bit more respect in the times we talked. Would you have really? As if. You're just too easy to bully. Now strap up, hero, there's work to be done. A witness reported a new anomaly. Okay, anomaly is so pretentious, let's just call it what it is. Someone saw a legendary at the Glassworks station on Route 4. Great. I don't think that I can fly directly there, so it's gonna be a whole thing. She also specifically requested we send someone familiar with the building, and from what I've heard, you technically fit the bill. I'm assuming she's still in the area, so you probably need to get up there before she causes any trouble. Who is it? That's all I've got. Get going. Who's gonna cause trouble at the gaswork shop, station, whatever? Did I say gas or glass? Oh my god. I'm gonna stop talking now and just head there. The Healy thingy is here, but it's also, like, been there since the last time I've been here, so okay. You look like one of the Sailor Moon characters. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect to run into someone all the way down here. What are you doing down here, may I ask? Hello? Are you okay? Can you hear me? Please excuse my directness, but I'm not going to continue this conversation with you until you respond to me. What are you doing? Oh. Yeah, but I asked you that first. At least they responded to me. Oh, so you're here for a legendary Pokemon. Must be that... I don't know what Pokemon that is. Dude. Anyway, I'm down here because I'm interested in a sort of machine, we'll call it. Oh, but where are my manners? I haven't even introduced myself. My name's Flora. Flora Gravilia. I'm from a region far away called Avium. I'm sure you've heard of it, perhaps. I don't think so. You're joking, right? Well, whatever, whether you know about it or not is fine. I'm a senior at Axis High University. I'm here to conduct research on a certain device that can be found here in Reborn. Since you're here in Reborn, I'm going to assume you've heard of Team Meteor, and by extension, you've probably heard of a device called a Pulse. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm writing a paper about them. If you know about pulses, then I'm going to need your help. I originally came here because I heard that this used to be a meteor base, but I've come up with nothing. So you, sorry, I didn't ask your name. Kit? Got it. So, Kit, you wouldn't happen to know where I could find a pulse device, right? I know of a few places. Wow, spectacular. In that case, could you bring them to me? Bring me to them. I misread. I was like, I'm not picking those up. They're huge. Oh, but I wouldn't just let you do this for free. I'll repay you. Remember that thing you were talking about before? That one Pokemon you've never heard of in your life? I may or may not have found something that may help out with that in its warehouse. Oh, but, I can't remember too much. Maybe you can help jog my memory. How so? So please, I'm begging you. Please take me to see those pulse machines. I mean, yeah, I guess. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Kit. So if we're going to do this, then let's get started right away. Where to first? And listen, bud, you gotta fulfill your side of the bargain before I tell you anything. For all I know, I could just tell you about Magearna, or whatever, and you just run off. So I'll ask again, where to? Am I gonna transport myself there? Let's just go down the list. Magnezone. Uh-huh. So we're going to head off to the Devon Co. building. That's far. Guess that's okay, though. Should be totally worth it in the end. Shall we go together? Sure. And let's be off. Great. I love this for me. My god. Like, for sure, she's gonna do some shit, right? I should not trust her, but I'm here, so it should be fine. It's a pulse machine. So you weren't just pulling my leg. Interesting. Time to get to work. No, this just won't do. Why did I take her to this one first? This one's like the worst one to take somebody to. You're gonna join up with Zero now. First of all, the lighting in this room is trash. Second of all, this room and machine are both trashed. Everything's consistent here, I see. Just kidding, I can't see shit. Kit, I'm very grateful, Kit, but this was kind of a waste of time because the machine is so heavily damaged. I'm sorry to ask you this, but do you happen to know of a pulse machine that's in better sorts? Thank hell. I mean, thank goodness. Okay, so where would this other pulse machine be? Labradora? Do you know where we just were? We were practically right next to Labradora. Why did you make us travel all the way? Calm down, Flora. Oceans. Waves. You're at the beach. The wind is blowing. A wingle just flew off with your steak tartare. So sorry about that outburst. I just don't understand. You know what? Never mind. So Labradora City it is, then. Okay, take me there. We're going together. Okay. Honestly, same. Okay, this one's in a lot better shape, although the laser attachment is weird. Might ruin some things, but I can't complain. Listen, this is probably going to take some time. Please stand by. Huh? Have you seen the Pokemon that was placed within this pulse? I see, so this was home for a Clawitzer at a certain point in time. The laser attachment here is perfectly suited to Clawitzer's giant claw. I assume the energy from this machine allowed Clawitzer to blast out gigantic beams of laser energy. That amount of power needed to do that would surely put that Pokemon in agony. Without a doubt. Disgusting. Humans deserve whatever comes their way, but Pokemon are innocent. Okay, N. And just look what it was forced to do. You just take a look at this place. Just completely thrashed and trashed and thrown away all into nothing. Does that not disturb you? I mean, I was here when it happened. The people in power of this region were powerless to do anything about it. They just sat there and watched as the city crumbled just because that's all their weak asses could do. Okay, damn. But I'm not going to bore you with that. After all, you know where all these pulse machines have been. You've seen them all in action, haven't you, Kit? I don't even need a verbal response for this one. Your eyes have said it all in one flash. I'm wearing glasses. Technically speaking, they're supposed to be glasses like I actually wear, but I accidentally gave myself sunglasses. How do you see my eyes? Well, I'm done here, okay? The laser attachment added too many different variables that aren't helpful to me. So, would you pretty please bring me to another one? Pretty please? Yeah? Yay, you're my hero! Okay, well, where's the next one? You want to go back to Magnezone? So there are two in this area then. If the one here has an attachment, then it's pretty likely the other one would have one as well. But I guess it can't hurt to check. Okay, take me to the next machine. Huh? What do you mean, take me to the next machine and then you don't... I have to... Where is it? I don't remember. It smells down here, and that would be the dead body. Like, I'm not talking about sewer stink or stuff like that, I'm talking about rotting. Oh, that's why. There's a dead body in this pulse. Decaying. This is fascinating. I thought pulse machines could only have Pokemon inside of them. Although considering the state of this person, I don't think the outcome of being put into a pulse machine was beneficial. Why do pulse machines have to hurt whatever's inside? Well, this pulse doesn't have an attachment, technically. But I don't really want to get my hands dirty with some corpse. Don't you people know how to clean up your dead bodies, or what? You can clean it then. No. It's not my dead body, and I don't know whoever this was. It's just a clump of decaying garbage now. Let the authorities handle it, or let it rot into nothing. Oh, I mean, it's scary. I'm bored. I wasn't doing a good job of keeping up that cutesy facade in this region anyway. It's easier back home because everything is so bright and cheery that it seeps into your brain. But here, I have a little trouble keeping a smile. I'm sure you can understand. Let's do this over again. My name's Flora Gravilia. I'm a student at Axis High University, and I'm here because I want to learn how to make a pulse tool. But I have no intention of creating a machine that will harm the innocent. Back home, there are certain people who will trample over the weak, those of lower status. I'm bored of sitting around and watching those in power push around the weak. I'm going to be a difference. Listen, I'm done here. Can we leave now? Sure. Only I could take a look at a living pulse specimen. I should have enough data and references with what I've salvaged. I just need one that's still alive so I can see what's causing the mutative physical stress. So, where is it? A living pulse. If there even is one living. Muck, maybe? Oh, Kit, don't do it. Don't piss me off now. Just after I'm so close to the end. We had a deal. You show me where the devices are, and I tell you about Magearna. So what? You won't tell me because you don't want me to make my own pulse? Are you that much of a coward? Don't fuck with me, Kit. You're going to tell me where this last pulse is right now. I've lost my patience with you. If you won't cooperate, then I'm just going to have to beat the information out of you. Yeah, sure, go for it. Come then, Kit. Let's see if you can defend yourself against me. Wow, okay. Fair enough. Huh? You're a lot stronger than you look, you know that? Now don't I look a fool? I lost, and there's no use beating around the bush. So, I'm out of here. I'll find the info I need elsewhere. Just like you'll have to find someone else to tell you about Magearna, or Magearna, whatever. Flora speaking. Jenkel, stop talking so fast. I can't understand you. No, I didn't buy any more canned ravioli. That stuff is disgusting. Just cook yourself something with the... Huh? You've got a lead on something or someone who may know a thing or two about pulse machines. So she lives in Amatrine City, right? An old house. Good to know. Thank you, Dr. Jenkel. Oh, and one last thing. If I come home to a messy kitchen, then you have a lot more to clean up than rank pasta sauce. Alright, well. Sounds like I should be going to... Why am I walking there? I could just fly. Sounds like I should be going to Amatrine City. Oh, so that's how that works. Okay. And what's this part for? Without that, the voltage doesn't come through at the right frequency. It wasn't the best solution, but circumstances were desperate. You really designed all this yourself? It's so incredible. And you can't be more than a few years older than me, right? Not much, I'm sure. Oh, Kit. I'm surprised to see you here. I was just grabbing a few things for work when this student appeared. It seems that she's doing a paper on this kind of machinery for school and had some questions, But it seems you two have already met. What? No, that's totally ridiculous. I've never seen this person in my life. There my tracking goes. Are we for serious? Also, just wondering, do you usually let strangers walk into your house unannounced? That seems a little unsafe, perhaps. It might be good to invest in a lock, or at least start setting proper boundaries. I wish I could read. You can start now. Alright, one of you is going to need to tell me what's really going on here. Okay, so I might have bumped into Kit, and we might have talked a little bit about pulses already, but they totally got the wrong idea about me. And what idea would that be? Well, Kit seemed to think that I wanted to do something like build my own, and of course that's nonsense. Especially with how much stress it puts on the Pokemon. And you don't want to build one. Of course not. My interest is purely academic. That's why you've been sketching down the schematics when you thought I wasn't looking. just for education purposes. Forget it. This was going so well, and then you just had to come along and ruin it, kid. To be fair, it sounds like she would have known because she caught you doodling the schematics, you know? I feel like you would have gotten caught anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna build my own. What's a washed-up champion and a second-rate engineer like you gonna do about it? I already beat your ass once. I'm sure I can think of a thing or two. Oh, please, you can't even stop your machines from hurting your own Pokemon. Or will you say it was negligence rather than incompetence? You're the worst kind of person. Scum like you doesn't deserve to hold technology like this. I did not wish the subjects to come to any harm, but I was not afforded a choice. Competence, then. And excuses. I'm not interested. Obviously, you have the champion wrapped around your finger, but do the local authorities know it was you who was responsible for all the damage? I think they might be interested in hearing about that. So unless you want them to find out, you're going to shoo Kid away and tell me what I want to know, okay? Do you really believe you can fix the subject physical stress issue? Do I believe I can? What is it, some feel-good family education crap? I'm going to fix it. Unlike some people, I actually care. Besides, this region's technology is practically Stone Age. If you saw what we're used to back where I'm from, you wouldn't even know what to think of it. All I need is a living example to confirm, and I've practically cracked it. If you're confident that you can solve it, I'll cooperate with you. It's not an if. Glad to hear we have a deal. Anyway, kid, it looks like you're not needed here, so goodbye. Actually, that's incorrect. We'll be needing Kit's help from the outset. I just got a bad feeling. What do you need my help for? Excuse me? You said you wanted a living pulse specimen. There's one left. It was somehow completed without my knowledge. Okay, the bad feeling is going away. Maybe I should have found whoever did that instead. Good luck, she's gone now. So where is it? It's in the champion's room. You're kidding, right? That's a joke. That's what I've heard. Fine. Then I'm going to, I don't know how to pronounce the place, Chorus Hall? That's where the Pokemon League is in this miserable region, right? Meet me there and our deal for, again, the Pokemon, I have no idea. Magearna is back on. But you better not fuck things up for me, got it? She seems pleasant. I recognize that this is an unideal situation, but Lumi's clock is still ticking, okay? If there's something we can do to further her odds, then I'll do it. No questions asked. Just as once, I'm asking you to do the same. Please help Flora, Kit. For Lumi's sake. Okay, I thought you were going to, like, put her in the machine. I was so worried we were gonna put her in a machine. Please help Flora reach the last pulse in the champion room. Returning to our bodies is wonderful, but it just means that Lumi's time is limited again. This may be finally a way forward. I never thought about that. That would not have been solved. Also, please help her make it to the champion's room. Am I gonna have to go through the whole, like, Elite Four with her?